On a very recent trip to the Dollar Tree, I found the most beautiful frames. They all had this wooden finish, and I don't think they're all made out of wood, but they look gorgeous. I brought home four styles, and we're going to start with these two planks. These two planks you can find in the Dollar Tree crafting aisle in the wooden section. I'm going to kind of dry fit them because I want to create a shape of a cross, so I want to mark and cut. Instead of using my miter saw, I thought I'd show you my miter box. Love this. I found this on Amazon. You can cut straight angle cuts. It comes with the blade or the saw, and you can even just store it just like this on your tabletop. It also has a place where you can actually screw it onto a table in case you need a little bit more stability, or you can put it on the edge. And I'm sorry the camera really didn't capture it very clearly, but you can see me cutting. The edge has a little lip where it'll kind of like catch on the edge of the table. And once you're done, it is so cool. I mean, it's just a really great way to cut smaller woods. I'm going to sand down the edges just to make it nice and smooth because they do come naturally very splintery. Once they're nice and smooth, we're going to dust them really well. And then I'm going to dry fit them again. And I'm just going to make a couple of marks because I don't want to stain the part where I'm going to glue it. So I'm just going to mark and then just stain it with Waverly chalk paint and antiquing wax. Love this. It's water-based. It doesn't stain your hands permanently, although I'm trying to protect my manicure. All right, so we're just going to stain both pieces. I'm not worried about doing the back, but I'm going to do the sides and the top. Once they're covered, we're just going to put them to the side to dry. Now we're going to take this tiny little beveled, oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever. Love the shape that it's square, and I love that it has the little like beads on the side. We're going to remove the back temporarily because we are going to need it here in just a bit. I had this leftover sunflower fabric. I'm going to iron it and cut off a piece, and then we're going to Mod Podge it to the back side of the frame. I'm going to use it, dry fit it, and then mark so that I can cut exactly the size that I need. Then I'm going to add Mod Podge to it and apply it. I am now going to place everything back, but I'm going to place the back side first, remove the backing of it because it's not needed. And then we're going to place the glass portion, and this is to create it nice and thick so that the little tabs keep it nice and strong. All right, so now we're going to attach both pieces using wood glue. This is wood glue from Dollar Tree and a little bit of hot glue to kind of give me that quick hold. I also decided to add brad nails or pin nails. And the reason why is because the frame with the glass does tend to get a little heavy. So I want to make sure that it's going to hold it. All right, so now that everything's attached, I'm going to distress it just to lighten it up and smooth everything out. And then we're going to dust it really well. I'm going to lightly stain the frame as well using the same antiquing wax so that everything kind of matches. I should have done that before I placed the fabric backing. It's okay. I did apply it a little bit on the fabric as well. I want to be able to hang this piece, so I'm just going to use a sawtooth hook. I'm going to grab one of these from Amazon and a couple of smaller screws and just attach it to the back. That's it. All right, so now we're going to attach the frame. We're going to use hot glue, and we're just going to set it right there in the center. So pretty. We're going to use a sunflower because it kind of matches the theme, and hot glue it in the center. And then some of these leafy greens left over from another project, we're just going to start adding one by one underneath it to kind of make it full. It just looks nice and pretty. All right, so one last thing is I want to distress the edges a little bit more with this sandstone color Waverly chalk paint. Just going to do it on the edges, and then once dry, I'm going to sand it again just a tiny bit to smooth it out, kind of mute it down a bit. And that's it, my friends. What a gorgeous craft. You don't even have to use a sunflower. You can put a nice little picture in it or a phrase, whatever you want. But what do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take one of the larger frames, again with the same style wooden frame. We're going to remove the plastic, of course, and remove the backing, everything in the middle. We're not going to need it, so you can throw it away if you want. We are going to remove the little tabs because, again, we're not going to need them. So carefully just pull them out, and they come out pretty quickly, I suppose. All right, so now we are going to just distress it just a bit, and I'm going to use my white paint as well as my stenciling brush, and it's just so quick. You don't have to do this. You can also paint the whole thing. You can stain it. It just depends on what style you want. Once I had it where I wanted, I'm going to, of course, let it dry, although it dries pretty quickly. Then I'm going to lightly sand it. Again, this is just going to mute everything down and kind of soften it. Now, I want to have a nice golden detail. I don't want it to be overwhelming, though. I want it to be extremely detailed. So I'm going to dust it really well, and then I'm going to bring out my Mod Podge as well as the gold leaf. Love working with these. It does get a little messy, but it just adds a nice golden metallic look. I'm going to add it on the inside edge because it's a little lifted, and that elevation just makes it perfect for this. So I'm just going to add Mod Podge and then apply the gold leaf and then remove. Now, it's going to be not this much, okay? Once we dry it or brush it off with a dry brush, you're going to see that a lot of it is going to come off. Again, I just want this to be a little detail on the edge. So here we go. I have it where I want it. So now we're just going to brush it off just like you see me here. You see how only what's left is a nice little detail. I love it. All right, we're going to start applying and layering some ribbon. This is a very thick, wide burlap ribbon, and I am going to just attach it to the long ways, all the way around. Then I'm going to remove the excess, of course, by cutting it. We're going to create what will look like a cross in the center of the frame, but I don't have enough ribbon from all the ribbons, so we're just going to do this one all the way around. The rest are just going to be applied in the front, and you're going to see it. So we're going to hot glue it on the back frame. Then we're going to flip it to the front and bring it to the other side. You see that? That way, one is not wasting ribbon, but I also don't have enough. All right, so we're going to add the green one. Then we're going to add another burlap one with a lacy part in the center. And then we're going to take more of the burlap ribbon and we're going to do it across sideways. All right, so I'm going to add this last little piece here and then cut off the excess. And then we are going to staple it. Now, you don't have to do this. I think the hot glue would have been enough. But because we are going to tighten it in the center, I want to have it nice and secure. So a little staples goes a long way. And this is just a handheld stapler, nothing major. All right, so now we're going to add jute string crisscross. So from corner to corner, pull and tug and tie in a knot. That's it. And then the same thing on the other side. You see that? We're going to kind of like make it snugger in the center to make it look like a cross. It's so pretty. And now I'm just going to add greenery. That's it. Add whatever you want. Any color, any florals. This is just a perfect project to add those leftover pieces you have from other crafts. All right, so we're just going to keep adding greenery. And then these beautiful florals are from Walmart. They have great deals sometimes, friends, and it's so beautiful. Everything's nicely attached. I'm going to loop a piece of jute string. This is what's going to hold it at the top, and we're just going to hot glue it on both sides and add a little bit more hot glue and a ribbon just to kind of hold everything together. But look how gorgeous this looks. Oh my gosh. Again, use whatever color combination you want. Love the layers, all the textures. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another style of those beveled frames, you know, with the beads. Love that bead. This one is a 5x7, and we're going to remove the back of it, but we are going to keep everything intact because we're going to reuse it. We're going to paint this one white. We're going to give it a little bit of a dry brush technique. So I want it to be purposely looking sloppy because I want it to look weathered and distressed. But if you don't like that look, either leave it the way it was, fully paint it, or you can also stain it. While that's drying, I printed off this beautiful He Is Risen with an empty tomb design picture. I just did it on regular paper. I created with ChatGPT, so it was nice and easy. And then we are going to cut off a piece of this burlap ribbon. Same one we used, but we just need a nice thin one for this one. All right, we're going to also use this beige one, and we're going to cut it in half as well because it's just a little too thick. And we're also going to use another ribbon from this bundle. I think they all have that nice brown, beige, neutral tones that I'm looking for. I'm going to layer them on top of each other. I'm only leaving one outside of it. I'm going to loop them like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle, and tie it with jute string. Once everything is nice and snug and tightened, I'm going to take the other ribbon and I'm going to make a very simple bow. I like to loop it like two little bunny ears, and then we're going to crisscross it, loop it inside each other, and then pull and tug as you need to have a nice bow that you can hot glue in the center. So easy, friends. We're going to angle cut some of the ends just to kind of match and look finished. I'm going to distress a little bit of the edges using my stenciling brush and this ink pad. Again, just to add a little bit more dimension on those corners, but you don't have to do this. As I always say, do whatever fits your style in any color. All right, so we are finishing these up quickly here. We are going to place everything back in. We're going to do the glass, then the design that I created and printed, and then the backing and secure the tabs. Now we're going to flip it over and we are going to add that bow that we made right there in the corner with a little bit of hot glue, and that's it. Love it. Love, love, love this one. The colors, the style, the message, because Easter is all about Jesus Christ dying and resurrecting for us. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another frame, of course. This one is wooden, but it does not have the beads. I removed the backing, but I ended up realizing that I didn't need to do that. This is me realizing. I paused like, oh yeah, I didn't need that. Anyways, we're going to remove the tabs as well because, again, we're not going to need them. And then we are going to use this flexible bamboo stick. They are flat. I get them on Amazon, and they're so good for crafting. I'm going to dry fit and cut with my new miter shears. I did have one, but they were already dull and it kind of broke on me. So I got a pair of new ones. I'm going to have it linked below. They're so good to cut dowels and pieces of woods. Once I have it cut, I'm going to add a little hot glue and we are going to hot glue it right there, going horizontally. Then we're going to do the same thing with another piece, but this time going vertically. We're going to make it look like a little window. Although it's going to be a little detailed because you're going to put things in front of it. You'll see here in a minute. But I think it just adds character. All right, just hold it a bit until it hardens. Now we're going to paint everything white. I'm not looking for perfect coverage again because we are going to distress it. But if you do like full coverage, go ahead and do that. Or again, you can stain everything in whatever color you want. We're going to set it to the side, of course, because we want to dry. Let it dry. I'm going to take this cute little tiny wreath. I got this at Target so long ago. I had this one left over. We're going to add more of that beige ribbon right there at the top. Hot glue it a bit to hold it in place. All right, now that everything's dry, we're going to distress it as I mentioned, but skip it if you don't want to. And I'm going to do it pretty heavily because I kind of just felt for it. But again, don't do it if you don't want. All right, then we're going to dust it really well and we're going to attach the little wreath right in front of it. We're going to just attach it with the ribbon and hot glue. It's so light, it does not need screws or anything. And I'm going to double hot glue it, the first layer of ribbon and then the other one. And we're going to do the same thing on the back. All right, once again, I'm going to make a very simple tiny bow using this ribbon. It's white and green polka dot. I think it goes well. We're going to tug and pull as needed until I have the kind of bow that I want and hot glue it to the top. We're going to cut off the excess in an angle shape to make it look nice and finished. Now, I do want to add something to the top. So this little thumbtack from Dollar Tree is perfect. I think it just adds the perfect little texture touch right there at the top. And then to finish it all, we're going to add a sticker. I love these little farmhouse stickers you can find at Dollar Tree. I'm going to secure it with a little bit more hot glue, although it has the sticky on it. And we're going to place it right there in the center. Such a cute little craft you can make. Great one to make with kids, girlfriends, whatever you want. Love this one. Love the message. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.